Hello, hello. Just testing. Yes, okay. The volume's okay. Just turn that down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sir Dinger, not has been Sir Dinger. Right, I'll quickly load up Castle Story. So if you're wondering what today is about, basically I finished the map and I wanted to kind of do a quick play test with a few of you so I could actually see if the map is up to scratch, what needs to be improved, things like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to basically run Castle Story, make sure the game capture is picking it up. Yep, it is. Okay, sorted. I've put a message in a Discord channel to see if anyone wishes to come on and join me. I will need to quickly unmute Castle Story because I do that so my girlfriend can watch Red Dwarf next to me when I'm map making. Rather annoyingly, I understand not a lot of people are going to be watching this because the fact of the matter is the stream for the what's it called? The Castle Story stream is currently happening. So there's probably not going to be a whole lot of people coming on, which is completely understandable. If we don't get like I don't know, like basically if we don't get anyone join wanting to play, I will cancel it and I will just to play a few games, like maybe play Invasion for about an hour and a half just by myself, just to try it out and so you can see, because this is, whilst it is a conquest map, I'm going to be using it for Invasion myself. So if you wish to join, simply put a message in the group chat and yeah, and then I'll invite you in the game. And yeah, I know it's a bit weird, but hey, you gotta playtest a game. You gotta playtest a game, you gotta playtest a level you made. And I figured the best way to do that, considering it also allows you to kind of have a look around the map. Jacob, you want to join? Please. Please, why you do this? You don't even have the game. You can't do this to me. If you want to join, simply message me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Please, senpai. If you ask really nicely and you actually buy the game, then yes, you can join. But yeah, so it's just a matter of kind of playtesting the game. So the map is called Trident. The problem I have with the map, in my own opinion, is there's a lot of wide open areas that I feel like should be filled with something, but they're not. And it's just I'm not sure what to do with it. And of course, Jacob is willing to give me a blowjob in order to play Castle Story. Thanks, Jacob. Got my back, man. Beautiful. Right. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get when Marvel vs. Capcom comes out for PC, we're gonna be playing it, me and Jacob, and I'll absolutely annihilate him. And you'll cry like a little bitch, like he always does. And I know for a fact he's gonna sit there and go, actually no, I'll kick your ass, and then you cry. But no, the amount of times we played, and then I've won the first match and he just went, what? That's ridiculous. Yes, I am talking shit. But it's true shit. So, I win. Right. See if anyone else wants to join. I did make the mistake of deciding to do this when the boy don't test me. I will when it comes out. But yeah, I made the mistake of doing this alongside the Castle Story developer stream, which is interestingly enough on level design. See, that's the thing. It was like 21 people watching, but that's fairly small for. That's fairly big on YouTube for the Castle Story dev stream. Nobody wants to join because your map is gay like you and your dumbass combos on Marvel. Ah, they win me. They win me the match. That's all that's all that matters. I am so sad. Why you do this to me? Is it? I'm trying to find one of my subs, because there's someone who subscribed to me who I'm trying to make a moderator. Because there's two people who kind of regularly come by the stream. And I'm just wanting to add them as a moderator because I feel like two of them. Shove Phoenix up your ass later. There's one. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait for. Haha, substitute. I feel like Jacob's slowly getting just saltier and saltier about this. Oh well. I feel like I need to quickly say this again. If you want to join to playtest my map with me, just simply message in the live chat, and I shall see it. He's saltier than my mum's pussy. Hashtag correct. She is pretty salty. Alright, I attempted to kind of show the full screen projection for myself of the entire thing, and you already messaged Jacob, man, you don't have the game. Why you do this to me? This is the point where Jacob has the game and he's just been fucking with me this entire time. Yeah, I know. I'm so sad, Jacob. Suppose I could quickly just give you a tour of the map, just on like sandbox. No, not on lights out because that's not a good tour setting. So there's four spawn points on the map, primarily. I like because you cry over Tim. Okay. So there's I'm just waiting for it to load. Like I said, there's come on. There's 4 spawns on the map, and I'm not sure what people will think of them. So I'll walk through all the spawns. So there's this, for example, which has kind of 3 crystals nearby. One of them you have to actually kind of build up to. You have to build up to here to get to it, to this kind of island off here. However, if you do build up to there, you can build a bridge across to here. And by building a bridge across to here, you kind of have this attack area where you can attack down here or across to here. And that's kind of area number 1. There's this nice kind of ledge area where you can build like a small building that connects to a bigger castle, possibly down here. And a nice open area to kind of build an area with. I'm not sure, like I said, the reason why our chat's disconnected apparently. Like I said, the reason why, I'm just gonna, right, I think I know how to fix that. Let's quickly do this. But yeah, like I said, the reason why I want to playtest this is just to kind of get everyone's opinion of it, because I don't want to go, hey, this is a fantastic map and I'm going to play on it if it's like boring. And Ross has messaged, so, and there we go. I want to make Ross a moderator. There we go. Now I'll just restart it. Refresh. Refresh, come on. You can do it. There we go. So it's refreshed. Right. So, I'll quickly show you the map. So there's this top area that kind of connects, and then there's this small area down here. You could build in, and it's got a little shard here, but this sort of all connects around like that. There's obviously the middle area, which is a shard to fight over, which can be more easily reached by a home crystal, which is over here, but at the same time everyone can get over this. So I'll demonstrate. There's a home crystal just here. I'll send them over there. And now there's 2 here. If I get booted, Ryan, I swear to God I will end you. Well, that's not in my control anymore. Ross is a moderator. Comes here often enough, it makes sense. Obviously, if he doesn't want to be, that's up to him, and he can just tell me and I'll remove him as a moderator. But yeah, so there's 2 crystals. There's 2 crystal shards, one on either side of this like sort of ravine area. And now, once they get here, they're on the way. They can kind of show you where the other spawn point is. Now, this area is kind of interesting in the sense of there's an area over here where you can build, but there's no crystal here. I originally had a crystal here, but it's sort of... I realised it was sort of unfair. In that case, make this game as enjoyable as it may be your last. Okay, whatever. I'm happy being a moderator. I love the park. Nice. But yeah, so I made this small kind of area over here. It can be used to build castles. It's very much up to you. And there's a crystal. There's a shard there and a shard there. And this entire area, originally there was a crystal spawn over here, so like there's a home spawn. But I realized that unlike, for example, over here, there's not a whole lot of space to build anything. Therefore, when you're playing Invasion, it's sort of boring because all you really have to do is just build a wall across here, build a wall across here, and that was about it. I might move it back depending on what people say. That's completely up to them. But yeah, so there's like just sort of a nice kind of shape to it. I don't know why. I don't know why I made this. I just felt like it. But yeah, then there's obviously the center area which I've shown, and the other side is mirrored. Obviously, so everything's sort of even. That's a basic tour of the entire place. I get the Bruce Almighty reference. Thank you, Jacob. So yeah, I'll just I guess I'll play a quick game of Invasion. It's a shame I can't really get anyone to join me in being sort of, I don't know, and actually playing the game, I'll just play. A Conquest usually works quite well, but the problem is the reason I want to play Conquest is because of the fact that it sort of works on a level of I can have at least 3 other people who can sort of battle, so it can kind of be from other spawns, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like I can have people at each other's spawns and basically say, I feel like I have a lot of power, or I feel like I have very little power, I don't feel like it's even, or whatever, and they can kind of describe whether their own zones are good enough or not. Let's play some invasion. We'll go on normal. Let's go on normal. We'll just play for a little bit. I'm just waiting for it to physicalize the landform. Damn it, Jacob. Right, so which one of us spawned at? Ah, right, I've spawned at this one. Okay. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just build a small wall like so. I've got to message it, maybe Beth coming back in, at which point I will probably have to basically put it to a break. Yeah, alright, okay, I'll put it on a break. I'll be right back. Yeah, thanks for breaking my speaker. Thank you for smacking my speaker against the wall.
Sorry. Shouldn't you take it off?
What?
Shouldn't you take it off? BRB mode. I'm just gonna sit in this corner.
Okay. Okay. It's okay.
I'm breaking the plates.
Yeah, a little bit. Right, now we could probably add like, I don't know, 2 stockpiles either side of this, just for the sake of ease of access. Put 2 there. We'll sort of work on getting this away. See, originally, the idea was I was gonna put fewer resources over here compared to the rest of the map, so that way I could have a kind of weird kind of balance where you have to actually tunnel through this barrier in order to get to this side, but they have a supreme disadvantage in terms of resources. But I decided against it, realizing that if someone was inclined, they could just hide at the back, stock up like several hundred like archers, for example, and just sort of unleash hell. I'm not going to embarrass Beth by putting her on camera when she doesn't want to be.
What?
Jacob's telling me to embarrass you by putting you on camera.
No,
There we go. Sorted. Now we'll just wait for him to finish that. You okay?
Huh?
You okay?
yeah, just brushing my hair.
You just sounded fed up.
Just really warm.
Right, I'll just I'm just gonna make these kind of stands so I can just have an area to kind of have archers, for example, stand so they can defend me. Which means I'm probably gonna and then I'll just there we go, we got that sorted, and I'll just like so. There we go, it's sorted. Now it's just a matter of sort of slowly creating this, but that should be fine considering. Oh, you want Beth to embarrass me? Okay.
Huh?
Apparently Jacob wants you to embarrass me.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
And there we go, that's it. That's sorted. Now I'll quickly make a thinking warrior, because warriors are definitely a good start for this. And then we've sort of got like a nice little area, and then we can proceed to make a building afterwards. Possibly 2 towers. That's no, and don't even think about making a joke, Jacob, because I know exactly what you're like. The only problem I'm currently facing is, like, sometimes on this you don't actually end up making a, like, building. You end up just making sort of defenses. Now, that's not a problem necessarily. But, you know. I'll just make those, because then I have more places to store stuff. It's nice, because you sort of start off by making a small keep, and then you sort of develop things into buildings slowly but surely. Like, for example, this starts off as a keep, but it'll eventually develop into like a full-on courtyard with, you know, towers and such. And really, I'm only playing this for about what, an hour or so, an hour and a half. Tomorrow I'll actually be playing online with a few viewers, whoever wishes to, you know, participate really. Put him with them. The only problem that really happens with this spawn is the fact that there is a corruptor on spawn point up here. Whether they will jump down or walk all the way around is a different matter. I will find out obviously by playtesting. Because I want to playtest before I make, and Jacob's shitposting, I want to make a kind of playtest to make sure the map's up to scratch before I start playing it, because I will be using this in my series that starts next Tuesday. Pardon me. And if you want to get involved with the Castle Story tournament, I will put a link in the description right now. Because, yeah, I'm hoping it should be good. Control 50. Right, that's the thing. That's the beauty of OBS, is the fact that I can kind of watch to see what's going on my other monitor. So I can make sure it's all going well. And if it's not, then I can quickly jump in and get everything sorted. Right, I'll copy and paste. Right, so in the description is a link to a Castle Story tournament I will be hosting. Entry page. Now, could you... Alright, good. The warriors have moved. Help him take it out. Come on, you can do it. Good job. Right, Klepto, you can go over there. As well as Mimo. Can't believe I just called him Mimo, but he's Mimo. Ryan, give us a nip slip. I'm alright, thanks. Almost there. It's just a matter of fucking Delta. Really? How did you even begin to get stuck in there? Why are you holding 2 stone? Go on, harvest. Just drop there. Right. Now come here. See how far you can get. I've got to worm his way out. This is disappointing. Okay. Thanks, Jacob. Reassuring as always. Okay, Delta has this habit of apparently just sort of phasing through everything. And you're free. Go do your own thing, Delta. I'll build 2 warriors. 1 warrior. Ah, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to fill that up probably with barrels or something. Or possibly just 2 stone, just to reinforce the wall, I guess. And I mean, I have the stone right now to do that. There we go. There we go, sorted. Now, no one should spawn there. How are you not being booted? Kill yourself, please kill yourself. Poo poo pee pee pee. I know. Yeah, okay. The reason you haven't been booted, Jacob, is because you've got the wonderful privilege of being a friend of mine, so you don't get kicked for saying random shit. Even though that's all you ever come on here to do. Where does he get this 2 stone? Just 2 single pieces of stone. I'm curious to see how this works. Somehow transforms into 3 logs that are bigger than the tree itself. I feel like this way of doing it is sort of bad in a way, if that makes sense. Because, it just sort of, like, literally says, hey, knock all of these trees down. And then let me get trapped behind tons of wood. And it's just sort of a stupid way of doing it, in my opinion. Not much left to do in that regard. Alright, and then I can probably set to work on a... I'm thinking building a stock house and then just building a tower on top. Possibly a stock house surrounding this, sort of like as an added barrier, and then 2 towers either side. So, to kind of give an idea of what I'm thinking, Don't put that there. I'm thinking add a door, just as like a kind of fail-safe. Sort of as a gate, I guess. Gonna put one forward. That's what it's supposed to be. Good. And then I don't know, I guess I'll... No, I might as well make it a bit interesting design-wise. Five, so I want this to be 4. Like so. And then just... like that. And here comes another wave. Fantastic. Hopefully my guys will be able to deal with the problem. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, they spawned up here. Thankfully they do walk around rather than just jumping straight down. Which means this defense does become viable. This defense actually is very good for conquest because it sort of surrounds your crystal whilst easily allowing you to kind of build. It's just useful. There we go, nice. There's one over there, but he's currently getting his arse handed to him slowly but surely. So warriors still kind of do more damage, but it's sort of good. It's fine. Right, and then I can build... I'm thinking I'm gonna build another archer. And he will go here. Right, and then I've kind of got a symmetrical design going on. Right. Okay. Oh boy. I'm thinking I'm going to... I'm gonna probably switch that around so it's the other way. So what I'm gonna do, just to save time, so I'm going to grab all that, actually move, and rotate around like that. Should be good, yep. So it's sort of side on, meaning I can go into construction, delete these 2. And build. And I want to delete those 2, put down 2 of those. Right, I need to get some sleep. I look about dead. Yeah, I am. I'm dead on the inside. Actually, my eyes are kind of getting sore. And then, just like that. And let me just use that one. Straight across. Who knows, I may replicate this design in the series. I don't know. Just sort of experimenting right now. Okay, fair enough. It's not like it really matters anyways. By the sounds of things, all the plans have fallen through, so no one's getting it anyways. There's not much point checking it out. Then I'm gonna say it's a shame there's no like kind of mirror button for building blueprints. Because then you could make like sort of identical stuff that still looked was basically mirrored. Yeah, I know. It sucks. No, I'll just put these here and like that, and then that should be fine. And what I can do then is use this for extra storage. Possibly even build a few barrels down here for catapult if I decide to build one here. I don't know if I can be bothered. I'll check it out, I suppose. What's the harm? Getting messages. It's from Alex. Guy I'm gonna be working with tomorrow at some point. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort of, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of, I'm just gonna get the I'll build all these on top of each other until it reaches the just slightly below the top, I'd say. Because thankfully, thanks to this new update that allows you to have plugs, you can now build like huge towers without massive wooden structures going all the way at the top to have to support the wood. So it's really, really good for building that. And we'll just go over here. There we go. And then, hang on, have I done that right? No, I have not. Completely cocked it up. Like that. Now, if you fellas could please be a bit quieter with how you murder those corruptrons, I'm kind of trying to concentrate. And you can share a floor, I suppose. But, I don't know, just so long as we get to play Marvel, I suppose, just so long as we get to kind of chill out and play games. And so long as I have enough space to kind of stream. I think the main problem I'd have with kind of living with other people is if I were to kind of get recording done, I know for a fact there'd be like people would notice that I'm recording and then immediately decide to make random sexual moaning noises from outside the door or things like that. And before you say you wouldn't, I know exactly how you operate, Jacob. Also, I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of those and put another 2 down. Because doing so will allow me to put a brace. Now the question is, could I can drag that along to there, but that's it. Now the question I really have to ask myself is, if I were to put another beam over there, maybe to support it, would it be fine? And the answer is probably yes, but I'm not sure. I'll just drag it over like that. Because I think I'll only make it 2, because then I can put like a single plug there. I don't even know what that noise is. I think someone's using a Snapchat filter in my room.
Hmm?
Are you using a Snapchat filter?
Yeah.
Thought so, I could hear it. There we go, that's sorted. And then I'll just need to put another plug underneath to put a brace. And I'm gonna just put it on both sides. The only reason I'm putting it on both sides is because it just makes it look more appealing that way. Top floor. Right, now. Why aren't they building here? Presumably there's not enough wood? Even though there's... Oh, of course. The friggin' guy got stuck, didn't he? That's it, get on harvest. Do your thing. Yep, bloody idiot. Right. Now I'm going to probably add a little bit of just things to kind of... just a little bit of kind of decoration to add as just a roof, I guess. Actually, no, I can't add a roof because I realise there's going to be a catapult up here probably, which means no roof. Question is then, what am I going to add? Thinking fence, but there's going to be archers up here. And archers can't really operate under those conditions. So the question is, what? I think I know what I might do, and that is going to be add a plug here and here on either side, just like this. Now the question is, does it reach all the way across? It does. Good. It's gonna save on costs of building. And then if I add a plank straight across, this adds this kind of a height. So like, we've got the catapult down in the middle, and then we can kind of have archers stood on the edge, so they can shoot down at the, basically at the Corruptrons. Right now I'm going to select all of that. Duplicate it. And no doubt I've placed that the wrong way. In the right... Oh no, wait, I've placed it in the right way. Okay, everything's sorted. Right. Nice. So if I put this guy back here, he's still over there. The two guys who are done with construction aren't really done with construction. And now they're done with construction. Apparently not. It's keeping them. What do they have to do? Oh no, they don't have to do anything, okay. Just gotta put it back in the stockpile. Fair enough. Now the question is, where are they? Because they could have, the Corruptrons could have spawned at the other end of the map, for all we know. I'm gonna quickly grab some Pringles. Oh, here they come. My harvester is dead. Right, Klepto. Loopy. And Merlin. There we go. I'm wondering whether the dead spirits will actually return as what they originally were. Because it's a good thing if they do, but it's a bad thing if they do as well. Because let's say you spawned an archer by accident and he dies. You don't want to have another archer spawn back. These guys are having a staring contest. Wonderful. We've got 4 people. Hello, whoever you are who has joined. I'm just sort of giving my map a playtest. If you wish to join and play some Conquest, let me know. I just realised Knuckle Mimo is called Memo, but Mimo is funnier. So I'm gonna keep calling him Mimo. Oh god, here it comes, all the goddamn iron that we don't need. I mean, there's brimstone here, which brimstone can be useful at least. I'll consider 5 ways, Jacob, if you're still watching. Yeah, so far all that's happening is they're just mining. The unit, yeah. I will, yeah, it's just has, yeah. Hello. How are you today? And thanks for that little tidbit. Yeah, I knew they're coming back, I just wasn't sure if it was also that way in Invasion, because I know it is in Conquest. But I wasn't sure if it was in all game modes or whether it was just Conquest. Yeah, I thought so too. I'm probably going to check it out at a later date because it's all about like level editing and I'm thinking of making more maps in the future. Because like right now I've got this kind of empty space and I feel like I need to do something with it. Like maybe make certain levels higher or lower. Because it's all flat and I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean obviously this area is not entirely flat, like there's a few hills, but even so I'm not sure whether I need to improve any areas of my building ability. Yeah, seems to be. Delta, can you go back and harvest? Thank you. Because we need wood. Because when they run out of stone, they go to start doing things with wood, and then while they're doing stuff with wood, stone can be replaced. I think I'm going to spawn another worker after this. amassing a small army at this point. Good for conquest, but not really for invasion. Yeah. Oh well, at least some people have turned up to watch. 5's pretty good. Would enjoy playing with you, but the small computer I'm using right now probably can't run the game. I'd be more concerned with running the map, because the map I'm currently playing on is the one I've made, and it is huge. Like, I would say it's smaller than Big Island, but bigger than pretty much any other map other than Big Island. At least in my eyes. Here comes the next wave. Also, yeah, like I said, tomorrow I will be continuing this whole playtesting thing with any members of the kind of subscriber base, any like users who wish to play, basically. Wish to play and playtest. Where have they spawned? There's 8 sort of medium-sized ones. The archers are sort of fine where they are. How is the little conquest competition you wanted to make going? So far, it's going well. I'm just gonna move all these guys over here, because now they're kind of in the perfect position where they can actually do something. Right, I'll quickly actually go to that. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 people on the actual forum who've said they want to participate. Myself and my girlfriend Beth makes 2 more, so it's up to 10. And a few people I know and play with makes about 13. So if we include Shatterjan, it turns up to 13 at least. Shatterjan even. So really we need to get another 3 or 6. I'd say another 6 just to be safe, but either way, just so long as we have another 6, it should be a fair competition. And then it's just a matter of kind of getting it all done. And I can't even think of a prize, to be honest. Like, I've got this all in the way. I thought, let's give them like 3 copies of Castle Story to give to friends, but then I realized that's... Well, nah, I didn't realize. My girlfriend realized that's not really a prize for the winner. That's a prize for the winner's friends. So, I realized she was right, so I don't know what the prize is going to be. I mean, it's not like I have any merchandise to go, hey, yeah, take all this, or the popularity to warrant such merch. But oh well. I'm also, I know this sounds really hello, Kamendong. How are you? Hello. Yeah, see, like, the sort of like the middle ground, and it takes a long enough time to kind of get around to attack that people could amass a small army, even though they're kind of really close to each other. It's like maybe a minute of walking for Corruptrons straight across, for Brictrons even, but because of the distance and everything, they actually have to... Yeah, I do remember you, Kamendong. And they have to go the whole distance. I do remember you, Kamendong. But yeah, so there's just sort of... I put like these little mountains here and there just to kind of add a bit of difference to the landscape. But the problem is, like, for example, areas like... Well, just this area here, there's just... It's barren flatness, and I'm not sure what to do. Whether I leave it just like that, because some people have that. I live in England, Cameron. But like, so some people like, there's areas of like this on the map, obviously, but then there's other areas where it's. I feel like this is a lot better because there's a flat area, true, but there's enough of kind of variation within this small area to make it decent. And it's just like, I'm not sure what to do because I don't know what to add. Here's alright. I mean, it's still flat as a pancake, but there's at least a little bit of difference. Responding comments, okay. Yeah, it is getting updated regularly. Nah, that's fair enough. Not exactly a very well pronunciated guy. Yeah, like then there's this area which is just sort of nice, just random little bit of area. Just have them jump off. That should be. They should live. Yeah, they're fine. Apart from the fact that two of them are currently sat on top of each other. Right. See, like there's just this little area which also works for survival or invasion, and then there's obviously the top areas which can be used for kind of this. Like for example, this area could be used as a place to hide a catapult, because obviously because of the new what's it called? Because of the new fog of war, you can't actually see it, so you just end up seeing people aiming for this crystal here. So they'd fire rocks over, which, to be fair, is completely they deserve the ability to do that. If they get up here, like this is a fairly difficult place to get up to. So if you get up here, you deserve to build a catapult up here and fire over at the other guys. And no, I'm not royalty. But it's like, you know, I have ideas which work. It's just the presentation is something I'm a bit worried about. I will spawn another archer. Just put him over here, even though I said I was gonna satisfy the prince setting. I don't want to. That sounds weird. I do not wish to satisfy the prince. Sounds like I'm gonna toss him off or something, and it's strange. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. And here they come. I know I said I was gonna build another worker, and I realized that a bit too late. But at least I've got a bit more defense. Rice, beans, and potatoes. Sounds like a very boring lunch. What is missing? Rice, beans, and potatoes. Rice, beans, and potatoes. Right. How deep can you make this? You can make this pretty smacking deep. To quote a well-known British philosopher, clearly he's been knighted there knighted, therefore he can't be royalty. Otherwise his royal title would be used instead. Yeah. I wish I was knighted. If I was knighted, that'd be amazing. Then I could literally tell people, yes, my name is literally Sir Dinger. Have a kind of Ponzi laugh and then wish death upon myself for using a Ponzi laugh, yeah. My dick tapping your face. Excuse me. Right now, are they coming from the right? They're coming from the left. Oh, they're coming from behind. Okay. See, this is the sort of thing I wanted. Like something just like little bits like this keep you on your toes. It was just a wave at mini guys. And now I've lost a worker. So I'm building. This knight wouldn't move. I've lost both my builders, so at least the stockpiles can kind of get refilled a little bit. Yes. Yeah, I know, right? Liz does need to sort herself out. Liz does need to sort herself out and knight me already. I'm curious about the dick tapping my face comment. Curious to see if there's like, is there a lady involved and was that message for her or? Frou, you can continue on construction. Seriously, you did not find out? You've got me intrigued now. So apparently we're childhood friends, and I didn't know. Whether we are actually childhood friends is a mystery, but I'm about to find out. Because for all I know, I don't think I do know you. Tip a man. So something tells me you aren't really 13. And if you are one of my childhood friends, you're English. This is intriguing. Childhood friend. I'm curious to see which childhood friend found my YouTube. And messaged me saying my dick tapping your face. And why they said it.
What's going on?
Apparently someone is a childhood friend. I do not know who or like how old they are.
Community
Kamendong.
Oh.
Apparently he's a childhood friend, and apparently he's a man. Mixed race. Right. Okay. Is your name
It's fine. I'm a bit intrigued. So.
So am I. If his name is Cameron, there's a chance he could be Cameron Williams, but I'm fairly certain Cameron Williams. He was dyslexic, but he spoke proper English. Yeah, so would I. I would have thought he would be trolling me as well, but you know.
Do you know anybody else that's name began with C when you were a child?
Well, I knew Cameron. That was the thing. Cameron Williams, Cameron Barraskull, and Cameron Curry.
So everyone that you knew with a name C was Cameron. 'Cause it
Pretty
might not be
much.
Cameron.
Oh, I knew Connor, but Connor wouldn't be that one.
No, Connor's your adult friend as
Yeah.
well. I'm intrigued. I want to find out.
I am rather curious
He's
as
just
to whether
sent
he.
a dot now.
Yeah. His name is Dot. Your name is Dot. Starts the letter C. Right. Well, now I'm just
He's
gonna.
a childhood friend. He isn't going to be on Facebook, is he?
You might be. You don't know that. If he really is a childhood friend, I will find him. And then I will have a nice long chat and go, oh my god, it's you! And then. Yeah. Right. No, F. C. Right. I want to say Craig. Is your name Craig?
This is so strange.
Because I don't think it would be Craig.
Well,
I don't want to say it's Chris, because Chris just outright come out and say it's Chris. I don't have a lot of other friends with.
he
Seems-
said mixed race, so
Yeah, if it's mixed race, then it won't be Craig.
just look for all your friends that are mixed race
Mixed
that
race.
begin with a C.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. I don't have any mixed race friends. We begin to see that on my friends list at least. I want to say Wallace, actually, if anything, but his name begins with a C.
Wouldn't Wallace just tell you?
Yeah, Wallace would also just tell me. I am so confused.
So confused. Honey, your
I
break
am
trans
so
was
confused. Who told me? Who told me that your name is Craig? No one.
dead. He searched Facebook.
Question: if your name is really Craig, what's your second name? And then I'll know you. Because I don't just want to say, "Oh, Craig, it's you," and then it not be you, and you've lied to me this entire time.
Or it'd be different Craig.
This will be. I don't know any other Craigs, to be honest. Oh, look at the battle undergoing. Cameron, if your name is Craig, what's your second name? Because then that'll determine whether I actually know you or not. Oh Christ, this is a battle and a half. So your name is Craig Beja Mumamilo Masculino. That doesn't help anything. That's just confusing. What the fuck is that? I don't even know. This is the point where it's like me from the future, and it's like, I've just come back in time to completely fuck with you. You will remember this phrase in the future. Translate. What is it? I will. Well, don't think I will do that. No, I'm alright, thanks. Not really very interested in doing what you have suggested. Oh, that's surprising. They actually finished the job. Something stirred. I don't know. Was something stirred? What is this little trick? What is this little trick? I don't know. You're confusing me. If you've got something to tell me, just go out and tell me. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I am so confused. I'm confused. I'm scared. I am so scared right now. I just play video games on the internet for a living. Not even for a living. I haven't made a living off this. I was considering opening up a Patreon, but whether people will actually give me money to kind of get through uni and focus on video making is another thing. Because this week was career development week, which is the reason why I haven't actually uploaded this week. I will obviously be uploading next week because I have all the free time that I need, as well as, you know, other stuff. But plus, not to mention, I don't know any mixed race people called Craig off the top of my head, at least. So if I have a feeling you may be mistaken. Oh, my speaker's powered down. Delicious. Something moved. He is Brazilian. I'm not kidding, man. It's serious.
Was it Craig?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Who was it?
So your name's Craig. You come from Brazil, apparently. I don't think I know you. Something moved from my damn side. Might be Pringles, because when I put them here, for example. I'm just trying to think. Well, yeah, sometimes they'll block out the light because I'll. Yeah. Not from your damn side, not behind. Well, I've been like this the entire time. So the only thing I can think that's moved, if anything, is something behind me maybe? Maybe my light moved. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to set me up to like, then see the video if you do not believe. What am I looking for? If you tell me what I'm looking for, I'll look for it and see if I believe you. Right, here come the main bad guys. The question is, where are they? Because now they're fast little buggers. Literally just surrounded by pain and misery. One of them is down. Yeah, it will be. Each round, the reason why it's going to be it's going to be one player versus one player, is because the reason each round is going to be 1v1 is because there's going to need to be space for 2 more players so that we can sort of watch the entire battle unfold. For example, me and probably one of the other commentators are going to share control of someone's team with them so that we can watch the entire proceeding take place. Obviously, we won't do anything to screw with anyone. We won't actually be clicking, like left clicking on anything and right clicking to move an archer or something somewhere so they're out of harm's way. We won't be messing with the competition in any way. We will simply be joining onto someone's team so we can spectate everything they're doing and discuss it between the 2 of us. That's it. So the entire Conquest tournament will be recorded so that way anyone who wants to watch it online can watch it online. Each round, each match will most likely be sort of streamed, so that way there's the full match throughout. And I'm considering possibly making a little graphic. So, for example, one half of the screen is one of the player's sides and the other half of the screen is the other player's side. So for example, you can watch the same stream and watch as someone develops their building and someone else develops theirs, so you can kind of see the merge of the 2 sides. The only problem with that is I've got to somehow find a way for Silver Dragon, who will most likely be the other spectator. I'll have to find a way for him to somehow transmit footage from his computer to mine for OBS. Either that, or he can send me the footage from his side of things, and I can kind of mix them together into a kind of spliced thing, so you can kind of see everyone's thing. So yeah, you can see I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this, if I'm going to edit at all, whether the entire thing's just going to be unedited and you just see my perspective on my channel and the other perspective on someone else's. I'm not sure. All I know is it should be fun. Just still not sure what the prize is. If you have any ideas on what the prize could be, please let me know. Cause I could do with the ideas. Chances are, if there's something moving, yeah, would be cool. Yeah, to have a montage of both sides, but might be a lot of work for me. What could work, and what I'm considering, is it shouldn't actually be all that much work at all. It'll just be a lot of watching through and deciding when to switch. Prize of fame and glory, yes. In that case, I need to win. Nah, I'm joking. But the way I think of editing it is, for example, I'll put one point of view on the top layer at all times. So you can only ever see the top layer. So you can only ever see one point of view. And then every now and then just cut the point of view to the other person. And occasionally switch between the two, like maybe once every 5 minutes or so. And then very simply just sort of, you know, progress. And it shouldn't take too long, because if I sync them both up perfectly at the start and sync them both up perfectly at the end, that means nothing went wrong in between, which means it's just a matter of cutting and they're both at the same point. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Whether I do it that way is completely unknown. Also, I could maybe make a montage of the coolest moments that have happened, if that's something that people would be interested in. Maybe that could upload, maybe Shatterjan himself could maybe upload it to his own channel. Upload it to the Cast Story channel even. But again, we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, Kamendong, it's as if something had fallen and then come back up. If it's to the side of me, there's nothing to the side of me that can kind of do that. If there's something to the other side, nothing there. The only thing I can think of is maybe Beth moving something, but other than that, no. Apparently something to the side of me fell down. Well, no, something to the side of me acted as though it had fallen down and then come back up.
When? Because I did go out and get pizza.
That might be it then, I don't know.
I went and got food.
But yeah, I'm thinking like Scribblard. I'm gonna call you Scrib. I'll call you Scrib because it's easier. Scrib, I don't know what to kind of do, because Fame and Glory is good and all, but I'm fairly certain people will be participating for an actual prize. It's like you can't like promise a grand prize at the end, and then when they get there, it's like, what's the grand prize? Is it money? Is it riches? What is it? And you go, Fame and Glory. You can't do that. Like they will just decapitate you straight up. You straight up axe your head off. The only problem I'm having is if it's like a game or something. What happens if I win? Because then I've just bought myself a game. I don't see how I've won. It was non-object from what you saw. Yeah, it might have been Beth. But yeah, like, the problem is I can't figure out what the price should be. Because if I win, either way, I'm having to spend money. And if I win, I just get to keep the thing I've spent money on. Which isn't the prize for myself. I was thinking shout out, but the problem is, again, if I win, it's a shout out to everyone from myself. I was thinking what could work in conjunction with Castle Story, like the Castle Story dev team, and you know that would be maybe you could be on their stream for the week on their channel, or 2 weeks or whatever, like their stream for a week to play maybe multiplayer or something, and that could be the prize. That way I still, like, if I win I benefit from it, if someone else wins they benefit from it, you know, it's a win-win for everyone, rather than most cases where it's like it's a win for someone else, but if I win I sort of lose and just get myself. So what I'm thinking is probably the Castle Story stream. So maybe you could stream with the devs, I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see what people want, really. Come on, you can do it. Nice. Where are all the... Oh, Christ, there's 2 large guys on the way. 2 Biftrons. You know what you saw. Well, that's the thing. You keep on telling me that, but the problem is you don't actually tell me what it is you saw and when you saw it. Also, I think the Biftrons have actually received a small downgrade in terms of their damage. But yeah, replying comments. Well, this is dramatic. This is truly dramatic. Did you die, fam? Thanks, mate. That was far. That was very under dramatic. I'm really looking forward to streaming tomorrow, actually, if you're still here. And whoever's still here, hello, and thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, but like I said, I'm really looking forward to streaming tomorrow because it should be good. I finally get to probably playtest this in terms of Conquest. And I'm under the impression that this could be a very kind of strong Conquest map in terms of the fact that everywhere kind of has like a strong kind of empty space to build, so you could build like really cool castles. To see, you have to believe. Well, I can't believe if I can't see. So, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's have a look. What sort of... They that's the interesting thing. They don't actually go to destroy certain like structures or anything. They just walk around the side. So how do you explain consciousness? I don't know. But to be fair, my only reason for not believing in God is because of the fact that whilst a lot of people make like things like, well, how do you explain this, that, and the other? God doesn't really explain those very well either. So, for example, how does gravity work? We have theories, but we don't actually have... We have theories, and we have an equation to calculate it, but we don't actually know if it's true. Why Earth is the only habitable planet? Exactly. It's like things like that. It's so random that it seems like there's a higher power like occurring, but if there is a higher power in control, why hasn't he made himself known yet? It's like things like that. It's like, whilst it can explain certain things, it doesn't explain all things, and all other things can be described, but it's like, it's odd. It's really bizarre. Like, for example, our planet, our planet can is it inhabitable? We can inhabit our planet and live, which, is, science can explain why, but a lot of people say so can God. But the thing is, like, neither of them really can explain how it happened. It just did. And it's just things like that. It's like you've got to basically accept that everything was just one happy accident, and that's how everything happened. It caused the existence of our universe. To my knowledge, the scientific theory is two particles hitting each other at the speed of light. Two particles with extremely large energy mass, or whatever you call it, like a lot of energy basically, collided at very, very high speed, causing the Big Bang. But yeah, like, you can believe what you want. I'm not here to basically say, no, what your beliefs are wrong, because I understand everyone's got different beliefs. Like, I know someone, who's who believes in God, but doesn't actually pray to him every night, like things like that. He just sort of does his own thing, just agrees that he exists and carries on. Bless you. Exactly, it's like, when you really put your mind to matter, there's a lot of things that can't be explained, but equally so, nothing can explain them. Regardless of what religion or whatever you do believe in, just nothing can explain it. we're just losing, guys. Well, I don't know. I don't know why you're asking me all this just because I don't believe in a god. I didn't come here to discuss like physics and religion. I just came here to play games, and it's just like a lot of people are like, why do you not believe in this? Why do you not believe in that? I just don't. It's like my logic is just very simply I question things. Like, for example, you're asking me all these questions like, how did these happen? How did those happen? How did that happen? And my very simple answer is God can't prove it, neither can science. No one knows. It just happened. A lot of the universe apparently happens by accident. It's fair. It's just what happens. In my eyes, everything just sort of happens and you just sort of live with it. It's just... I don't know. Gonna quickly place a landscape tool. You know, I came on to stream, I didn't expect to suddenly be asked about the explanation of like the universe and such. Hi.
How's it going?
It's gone alright.
Sorry, I keep getting video.
You don't have to apologise for that. You're only apologising because you don't want to be in the video.
Yeah, I know. What are you building?
A structure.
Around a structure.
Yeah, just a random structure. Just want to build it.
Did you find out who that guy was?
No. He seems to just be someone who's currently questioning why certain things happen and assuming that I have the answers, despite the fact, obviously, I'm not a scientist.
Oh. He's asking you for life.
Basically, he's asking me for the answer to life, everything in the universe. Which I have to kind of swiftly respond with 42. It's just... Hey, Pierre. You joined just in time to help me in this philosophical battle as to why everything exists with Cam and Dong. Also, I made you moderator because you, Ross, and Beth all sort of joined my stream and watched for a while, so I figured it made sense for you to be moderators.
I watched the
Yeah,
entire
you watch the entire stream. Peter sometimes does.
Walk around the house and Mum and Dad will be like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Ryan."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Don't ask." Some of the things that you've said on. Teach me to listen to.
You are a mod. Congratulations, you get a cookie. Problem is, you've got to go buy the cookie yourself. Also, your text becomes a different color in the chat of the live stream.
It's blue.
You become blue rather than orange.
I was gonna say, are you staggering your bricks, babe?
What?
You know,
Yeah, I'm staggering them. Don't worry. I got it, fam. I'm joking. Don't worry. You're not really
that guy
fam.
wants to know why the humans matter.
The fact of the matter is we don't. We don't matter. We just think we do.
And then he said, pay attention to my words.
I am paying attention. It's just you're suddenly turning into a philosophy lecturer.
I hate to do philosophy.
It's like it's been alive 2 seconds and it just it's already dead. You go and spread memes. You make me proud and spread memes among the chat.
Huh?
Someone's currently Peter's just said he's gonna go spread memes around the chat. What's the worst of it, Cameron? Merlin is in pain right now. I just need to send them back to heal. And then I can send them back out. What are you doing, Frou Frou? Run! Frou Frou, run, you crazy bastard. Get back to building. Actually, get back in there and then go back to building. They're just sort of... The amount of arrows in that guy is ridiculous. They're all just falling down the quarry every time they get punched. They're just gonna turn around and smack him, aren't they? Yep, both of them dead. He falls down. Right, now you're both gonna go there and heal up. And Nana, you're gonna go and work on that. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't lose any breakthroughs there. Heed my words, careful in your choice. Okay. I'm heeding your words. I don't even know why I'm building this, to be honest. I just felt like it. There we go. And just straight down. Like so. And now I've got a nice kind of... I don't know what kind of roof I'll add to this. Probably not. I might not actually add one at all. I might just leave it like this. So it's sort of like a kind of hollow wall with a sort of... It's not even, but it's good enough. It'll do the job nicely. You have until midnight. I have until midnight to do what? Heed my words, careful in your choice, you have until midnight, you warned me. Okay, what do I have until midnight to do then? You still haven't explained that. Yeah, but midnight to do what? Am I going to die at midnight? What's going on? Yeah. I improved a bit. Hey Honk. How's it going? Apparently something's gonna happen at midnight and I don't know what. I've just been told, ooh, it's going to happen and heed my warning. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, I looked up a few tutorials online on what to kind of do to improve your stream, and I found this. There's also, I'm getting popular, am I? Hopefully one day. Honestly, I think my ultimate dream with YouTube, at least, is kind of not to get like money or anything like that. It's just like I just want to kind of connect with other people who play games. Like, cause being the type of person who end up growing up with YouTube, you know what I mean. Like the one of those people. As a result, all I've ever wanted to do was make people really happy by doing something that I personally love, and just by being entertaining. Like when I was younger, I was always the joker. I was always the person making stupid little jokes, cheering everyone up, you know, things like that. And I just wanted to kind of continue that role when I grew up. I considered a few other mediums, like for example, I thought, oh, I could be a comedian, but the problem is, I'm crap at telling funny stories. I'm good at being funny in the moment. So my best solution was, I'll do YouTube and then I can play games, and hopefully I can make a living off of it. That way I can just sort of, you know, keep people entertained for a living and live my dream of just being fun. I know it's kind of a bizarre dream, and it's one that like pretty much everyone on YouTube has, but it's just what I do and what I like to do. And apparently I've got a choice. And if this choice is, do you want to become famous, or do you want to make a lot of money? I have no idea why I'm being asked that choice. Or why me? It's like, a lot of people sort of come on YouTube with the initial, like their first goal is like, right, well I've come on YouTube, now what I want to do is I want to become famous. Whereas, for example, me, I just started doing YouTube because I wanted to connect with gamers and entertain gamers in a way only gamers can be entertained, which is through games. Because I've played games for just over, I'd say, well, just under even. I've played games for, I'd say, just under 17 years of my life. And I figured, hey, I've seen other people playing games, uploading them to YouTube, so I'll do the same because I like playing games. I might as well do what I enjoy online. YouTube's kind of one of those free platforms. Yeah, you can be both. You can entertain people, make their days better. Why not make money for good things that you do? Like, that's the thing. That's the only reason I monetize my videos is, like, if I, like, my logic was always, if I make money, I'm not going to spend on shallow things like cars or, like, you know, all those things. I only ever wanted to kind of spend my money on things that would further my progress as a YouTuber. Like, sort of things like microphones and like lights and soundproofing. So basically all my money would be going towards improving the quality of what I produce. That was literally the entire purpose of what I did. Oh crap, they got my crystal. No. Get to it, boys. You can do it, I believe in you. You gotta save the crystal, boys. Come on. No, no. Everyone smacked the same one. It's so close. No, and it's dead. We lost. Yeah. Hey, what a way to end it. Exactly, pretty much 2 hours into it. It's pretty good. You just need better lighting. Your mic is good. Yeah, my mic is good. Right. Here's the thing. I started off YouTube with like laptop mic. In fact, I could probably take you through a quick tour of how I started YouTube. GG indeed. The map, I feel like the map's good for survival. Like, it is very kind of one of those stressful ones because of the way that there's two sides they can come from. You've got to kind of be prepared and like go, right, well, they're going to come from this side. And then if they sneak up behind you, it's sort of like, shit, I should have designed for that just in case they did do a reverse sneak attack. This is going to be like really kind of crappily done. And all that. I'm just going to quickly go to properties, check. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to go to transform. I'll copy the transform. And I will add another... I'll add a display. Epic gameplay, yeah. Honk like a goose. If you're on at about... Right, if you minus about 10 hours from the current time, I'll be on tomorrow at that time. Streaming Castle Story to do a playtest with 4 people. Is the map made just for survival or is PvP good on it as well? I didn't see the whole map, so I don't know. That's what it was initially designed for. It was designed for... It can be played as with survival, but that's why I'm doing this whole playtest thing. I was supposed to be doing the playtest tonight, but unfortunately not enough people showed who wanted to play, so that wasn't a possibility, unfortunately. I will be playtesting it tomorrow again, hopefully with more people who actually can play. So it should be fine. I'll just be a second. I'm just gonna quickly where is it? Transform. Paste transform. There we go. Alright, so basically tomorrow I will be doing a kind of playtest so that I can see if it's good for PvP, what needs to be changed if it isn't, and this, that, and the other, because this map is going to be used in the tournament if I get it working. Right, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna have to go back to my old channel. The one with all my subscriptions on it. And the classic channel. Oh, someone's commented. For next time, improve your video planning. You spend 47 minutes to launch the multiplayer game, and I am very disappointed. Yeah, fair enough. Right, but yeah, this is my old channel. If we go to videos, yeah, this is the first ever video I uploaded to this channel. And it's just a crap animation. I'll mute it because the music is like just repetitive and boring. But yeah, this is the first video I made for YouTube that kind of still exists on the internet, because I originally made a kind of YouTube series with someone I was friends with, and it was basically, I can't remember exactly what it was. What was it? It was like something called Crazy Psychos. And it was basically just me and my friend making stupid little skits. Like, for example, one of them was about walking off the edge of a wall, and you just hear the scream continue until they like hit the cliff at the bottom and stuff like that. It was just really stupid little things. What the last one of those we made was basically, it was about a cone, like one of those little play cones you get on a field, and it was about them running away and stop motion the cone chasing them. And then after the cone chased them, they dragged them back across. That was like one of the first videos I uploaded. One of the first videos uploaded to this channel, unfortunately I deleted them because I was bullied by a few of my mates because I uploaded them. I uploaded it. It was basically, it was a video of Hot Wheels cars having a race off. And it was stop motion animated. I made it when I was like 13. It was back when I had a really big obsession with Hot Wheels, not Hot Wheels, with stop frame animation. So it was like, you know, take a picture, move them slightly, take a picture. And it was like them fully racing around my house, things like that. And I made an entire Grand Prix out of it. And unfortunately none of it exists anymore because I was bullied for making them. So if any of you are young and you're wanting to kind of make videos for YouTube, top tip is if someone starts laughing at you for the content you make, ignore it. That's the best thing you can do. Is otherwise you end up making content that you don't want to make because it's the only way you can it's the only way you can express yourself without being bullied. Like here's another one. I'll take you through the entire trilogy. Not the trilogy. There's like, there's a trilogy of races, then there's a battle. It's like, I was quite proud of this. I made this when I was like 13. Yeah, I think, yeah. Hang on, 2017. Yeah, I would have been 13 at this time. And I made this. And like just these short animations, I made them using Pivot. And it was just, this is the type of stuff I made. And it was like, you know, like this was the most views I'd earned ever up until I made my current YouTube channel. Here's another one. And it's like things like this. This is my classic channel stuff. It's like things like that. And then this is the microphone I started out with. If I just go back to Blue Matrix 2009, this is the microphone quality I started out with. And the quality of kind of camera I started out with. And the intro music was bloody Kasabian.
Hey, it's Dinger, and this is my hardcore Minecraft walkthrough. Hardcore mode, anyways. Not hardcore, that sounds dodgy. Anyways, so.
But yeah.
Just right off the bat, I've never played hardcore mode ever, so. If I fail really badly, at least you know why.
so that's the type of mic quality I dealt with in the past. And then it sort of, I moved on to a really crap kind of small microphone that sort of worked. And it was okay. And then I did another channel called the Gamer Buddies.
Hang on, buddy.
And like that's young me, by the way. If I can get it. Like, look at me. Look at that. I had a shit-eating grin and I looked like a troll face. It's just what I look like. And then I would play the music, but I'm afraid this might get like a copyright on it. In fact, I'll just play it just in the background. So on this channel we did zombies on Xbox. I played Oddworld a little bit on it, which I'm assuming you probably realise at this point is one of my favourite games ever made. So you know, I kind of played this, and this was the channel. I think if I go back, let's skip through. Like, this is my mate Jugs that I was good friends with at the time. I'm still friends with him, but I don't hang out with him. Craig Cameron. Hello. My god, Minecraft is much a cringe game to do vids on. I used to make videos on Minecraft, they were bad. Yeah, so did I. Hi, Craig Cameron. And then just I had a mate called Jugs who was in this, and we made a series on Borderlands as well. And then there was just this random bit that I thought was funny because I was just had a glitch on Spore because I was playing through Spore at the time. I think I can actually go to that channel if it's still up. Yeah, it's still up. It's classic videos. We did a series called Wheels of Fortune, I believe, because we wanted to do a kind of series where it was us playing, like, each day it would be a kind of a racing game. Each month it would be a different racing game. We played games throughout, find out who wins. Stuff like that. Hang on, who was this playing?
What's going on, buddies?
Alright, this is just playing online. Yeah, and I made this intro. I thought it was quite cute at the time. Yeah, it probably would be a popular meme if it was made now, but the problem is that glitch didn't happen nowadays. So as a result, it never happened. Right, yeah, we'll just look at this one. This is my mic quality.
To put it in the nice. And I'm sorry, the opening music is just amazing. It is what it was.
I really fucking sound like that, Christ.
Heavenly.
I like how you have the transition. You have the everyone has a name. Yeah, it's the only reason I was saying your name over and over is because earlier on there was this guy called Kumendong who was asking me to guess his name, and I guessed both Cameron and Craig, and yeah, so. But yeah, so you can kind of hear the progress of my voice. So like the first video, the Minecraft one, whilst it was crap quality, you could hear the high pitchedness of it, and then this is sort of a transition into what my voice is currently, obviously. So it's sort of interesting, but so yeah, that's what my mic quality was. And then you go to my channel nowadays. Let's go back to one of my earliest videos. Go to Video Manager, Right, we'll not go to oldest. We'll go to videos. Date added oldest. There we go. The first video I did on this channel was a TF2 commentary.
I
And
need
this-
to play some TF2. There's the spawn cap the sniper man here.
And then
s-
my voice
I
went
needed to
just crap.
just kind of get something off a chest. So there we go. Yeah.
Just remembered what the hashtag RBF stands for, which is hashtag run by fish. It's like a drive-by, except it's with the fish. So that used to be a thing. But then you get to nowadays, and my mic's gotten to this. The Legend 27. Oh my god. But yeah, that's just sort of an example. Like, I've been doing this for years. And I've slowly been upgrading my stuff. Like, I bought a headset in the past, and now I've got a proper like Yeti, Blue Yeti microphone. For Christ's sake, it cost me £100 because I put so much effort into this, and just to prove that I'm not in this for the money, I haven't earned any money back by doing YouTube. I haven't made anything back. Because I don't know, just haven't. That's just not what I'm doing it for. Now, I'm assuming Craig Cameron is probably the same person as Kamendong. And in fact has just used the names to, sort of thing out. But yeah, so there's that. I just thought that was an interesting just to go through. I just thought it would be interesting. So obviously I have been doing this for a while, and I'm glad you've joined me through the journey. If you check in if you're wanting to join the kind of the group, not the group, if you want to join the Castle Story tournament I'm hosting, if you check in the description, there is a link to the Conquest tournament entry page, and you can enter if you so wish. But yeah, if you want to play tomorrow, be online tomorrow. So I would like to thank you all for watching. My name is Bean Sitting. I'm gonna end it off here. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this. Stream. Subscribe to become a true sir and keep up to date with everything that I post. And there will be 2 streams going on tomorrow. So be there for that. One of them is going to be obviously viewer participation. You ain't the Legend 27. So tomorrow, one of the streams is going to be audience participation. The other one is going to be all just people I know. Anyways, good day, and I will see you next time.